Grand rising, people. Grand rising, good people. Listen, before we get into some things, please like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Make sure it says all so that when I go live, you'll get notified. Stop playing with me. We're going to get into some things today, okay? So, let me see. Yeah, if you don't do nothing else, please hit that like button. I need you to do everything, but hit that like button and leave a comment if you don't do nothing else, okay? Do that for me. I appreciate you. And we're about to get started. Yeah, okay. Now we are getting ready to get into some things. I'll tell you with this life, okay? Because we're gonna get into this. We're gonna get into this thing we call life, okay? Because some of us we have the wrong mindsets about life, okay? And not only do we have the wrong mindset, but some of us don't really speak on the downfall of life, okay? The downside of life, especially people that's successful. Some people that's successful, they only talk about their success. That's all they show you is what their success, right? How they're on top, how much money they got coming in, and how this went this way and that went that way. All good things, okay? When in life, even if you're successful, you have ups and you have downs, okay? You have ups and you have downs, even if you're successful. But and not only that, okay, not only that. First of all, wait a minute. Let me cut myself off. Y'all know what that chirping is, right? That's my smoke detector. I tell you, they get on my nerves. But I don't have nobody that can change them for me. The people that live in here are too short. Even if we stand on something, we still too short. And I haven't got nothing tall enough or whatever. But enough of that. That's what that is. And of course, we got Michelle. We got Michelle in the background. We got Michelle. Y'all laughing. We got Michelle in the background that makes her noise when she get ready, right? She's my daughter. That's my daughter. She has Down syndrome, but she makes her noise when she get ready. Okay. Now let's go back to what I was saying. Okay, so life, people for real, people know. Well, some people should know that we have our ups and downs in this thing we call life, right? And even successful people go through it. But some of them, a lot of them don't want to talk about it. They only show you and talk about the good side of what's going on with them. They make it look like that their life is always good. Everything is always good. You know what I mean? In their life. And that's BS. In life, we have some ups and we have some downs. And what you do with it is the way you handle it, right? According to the way you handle it, is the way you will come out of it or not come out of it. Okay. Because some people have downfalls in their life and they get stuck. Let's talk about it. They get stuck. I've done it. I've done it. I've done it recently, but I came back out of it. Okay. I knew I had to come out of it. So I had to do some things to bring myself out of it. But let's be clear. Okay. We do have ups and downs in life. Okay. And when we have those ups and downs, it's up to us how we come out of that or what we do so that we can come out of it. You get what I'm saying? And so that's something that we're going to talk about today. What are some things that you would do if you was having a down, if your life was going downhill? You was having a moment where things was going down in your life. First they was going up and then they started going down, right? Because we all go through it. It's just that some of us will talk about it and some of us won't. And if you noticed, A lot of successful people don't want to talk about the downside of life, even though they got money and they very successful, right? But we're gonna talk about it today because it's something that it's reality. It's facts, okay? That life uh has its ups and its downs. Okay? Let me tell you something. In my opinion, everything has its ups and downs. Like you could go 1 month with making money, right? Say your money flowing, and it's flowing good. You got money flowing, right? And then the next month, your money could go down. It's still flowing, but it went down some, right? So you might not have as many clients that next month as you did that month before, but you still got money coming in, but it's just not as much as it was that month. You understand what I'm saying? So even if you're successful, even though some people that's successful don't want to talk about that part, they only shine the part on the good life, the good part of life, right? The upside of life. They don't shine the light on the downside of life. But in my opinion, I think life has its ups and downs. Everything in life has an up and a down. Don't nothing go good all the time. If it do, let me know. Y'all let me know in the comments. If life do go good all the time, let me know about it. Because I think everything in life has its ups and its downs. What happens with it is that it depends on how you deal with it, right? It depends on how you deal with it, which you know, it depends on how you deal with things. Is it I'm getting my words twisted, y'all. I know what I'm getting ready to say, but I'm just getting my words twisted. It depends on how you deal with things. And that depends on how you come out of it, depending on the way you deal with it. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay? And that's how I feel about it. That is how I feel about that. Now, if y'all feel like I'm wrong, right? Let me know. Let me know. Leave a comment. Let's talk about it. That's what we're here for, to talk about it. Now, back to this, right? So my thing is, what we're gonna talk about today is the ups and downs of life. We're gonna talk about the downside of it though, because the downside can be very dangerous if you don't deal with it in the right way. And what I mean by that is that some of us, when we having a down moment in our life, we get stuck. Am I lying? Come on, talk to me, talk to me, talk to me. Come on then, have a seat, get comfortable, because we're talking about life and the downside of it, okay? Because a lot of people don't want to talk about that. Some people want to make you think that life, as long as you're successful, is up, right? It's a good thing, as long as you're successful. And that's BS. I think everything in life has a up and a down to it. Okay. But we want to talk about the downside of it because I want to talk about how you deal with things, right? Because some people get stuck in a rut and they end up allowing that down, whatever is going on, right, in their life that's got them, going down, right? It's a down, it's like a bad thing going on at that time. Maybe your woman ain't acting right or your man ain't acting right. Y'all having some issues, or something like that, anything like that. So it maybe at that point in your life, that's kind of like the downside of the situation. Okay. But my thing is, some people don't deal with it right. And because, yeah, babe. Yeah, babe. So some people that be having, certain issues in their life, right? They don't know how to deal with it. And because you don't deal with it right, you end up getting stuck. How many of you have been through that? I know some of y'all been through it. You end up getting stuck. Okay. I call it stuck in the rut. Okay. And I'm gonna talk about myself because I went through it. I went through that. Okay. It's for those of you who don't know, I'm a recovering addict. I've been clean over 20 years. And I went through that recently, but I was determined to fight back, kick back, fight back. Yeah. I prayed on it. Ask God, give me that spunk. Give me that spunk, God. I need to fight back. Got to come up out of this. And that's what he did. Listen, I went through that because I felt like I felt like I'm missing something. Like it's something that I'm supposed to be doing that I'm not doing with my life. Okay. And I was feeling out of place. Okay. And that made me feel down. It made me feel down. It made me feel, not right, unsettled. Right. And so what I did was I prayed on it, but also I fought back with it. I was fighting back too, even though even though I prayed on it, I was fighting back too. I wouldn't allow it to take me down. You know what I mean? Because sometimes when you're feeling unsettled and you feeling not so happy and stuff because of what's going on in your life, some of us, we let it take us over. We let it take us over, take us under. You understand what I'm saying? And I was determined I wasn't gonna do that. No, no, no. You're not gonna get me. You're not gonna get me. That's what I was saying, As I prayed, I was saying, no, you're not gonna get me. And so I started to come back. I started to, fight back, even though I was feeling down, right? And I think that's some of our problem is that when we having down in life, when we feeling down, right? When we're not having a up, we having a down, okay, a downtime in life, we get stuck. Depending on what the situation is, we get stuck. Sometimes, like with your marriage and stuff, some of you get stuck with your relationship if your relationship not going right. Some of you get stuck and you let those things take you under, right? It's like you let that take over your life. And at some point, we got to stop doing that. When we having a downtime in our life, we have to learn how to deal with it, but we also have to learn how to push back. You understand? Push back so that we won't let it take us under and let it take over us. Because some of us do that. We do let life do that. You have to always remind yourself that life is ups and downs. Okay? Some of us, we don't look at it like that. If we haven't, if it's during a time in our life where everything is on the up, we all happy and stuff because everything is on the up. It seems like everything is good. But then when you have that down moment, right? Some of you are so used to the up moment that when you do have a down moment, it takes you under. You allow it to take you under. And that's a no-no. You cannot do that. You have to learn how to fight it back. You have to learn how to, first of all, admit to yourself that this is not going to last forever. Okay? And admit to yourself, this is life. This is life that I'm dealing with. So I have to deal with this. This is part of life. Life is what? Ups and downs. And so you have to stop yourself sometimes and make up in your mind that this is life that I'm dealing with. We have our ups and we have our downs. And right now it's a downtime for me. And I'm going to figure this out so we can get past this. That's what you have to start doing. You can't allow it to take you under. You can't allow it to smother you and take you under or keep you there. Right? Because some people have done that. Some people let certain things keep us there. We end up being stuck there. We look up and a month done passed. We look up again and 2 months done passed, right? And it's because we didn't allow that particular situation to keep us stuck there, keep us down. You cannot do that. You cannot do that. You have to bounce back. Excuse me. You have to bounce back and you have to fix it so that you can move back to moving forward. So you can start back to pushing forward, so you can get back to that up time and not stay stuck in that downtime. Does that make sense? If it don't, let me know and I can explain it in another video. Okay. But yeah, because so many people, that you see that are successful, they make it look like that success, by them having success, they don't have no ups and downs. That's bullshit. Bullshit. I feel like in life, everybody has ups and downs. It's this thing we call life. You know what I mean? So, yeah. So, what it was something else I wanted to say about this. So yeah, we gotta, that's something we gotta keep up here. We gotta keep that. We gotta keep that up in our mind. Is that life is ups and downs, and sometimes we're gonna be up, and then sometimes we're gonna have some things that's gonna, you know, bring us down some. But how you deal with it, right? How you deal with it determines how you come out of it. Okay, there you go. There you go. I just hit it. I was looking for it. I've been looking for it. I knew God was gonna give it to you. Put it out there right. Let me repeat that. Life has its ups and its downs. Okay. And when you having downtime in your life, when you having downs, it's up to you and how you deal with it, which will determine how you come out of it. I hope y'all caught that, because that was a very important nugget. I hope y'all caught it. That's something that you really, really, really need to keep in your memory bank. Keep that in your memory bank, so that when you having downtime, you can remember this. How I deal with this will determine how I come out of it. Okay? So I want to talk about something else too, dealing with life. Okay? You yourself. See, because some of us, we can get caught up in our success, right? And we thinking we got it all. We got it all going on. Yeah, because we successful, right? And so we don't look at our issues, right? Some people do. They get caught up in their success, and we don't look at our issues, right? The issues that we have going on within ourselves. We don't pay attention to that. We get tapped into the you know living the good life, making the money, and some of us get caught up in that, just living the good life and making the money, all the money that you can make, right? And there's nothing wrong with that. But on the flip side, there is something wrong with that, because you have to stop allowing yourself to get so caught up in those moments, in those situations, that you forget about everything else that exists around you. Okay, because some people do that. Some people be so caught up in all the money, trying to make as much money as they can make, just trying to make all the money they can make, and they end up forgetting about family, making sure the wife is good, making sure the kids are good, you know some of us, some, and vice versa. It could be a woman that's making, grinding, making money, trying to make all the money that she can make, and forget about making the people in her circle, making sure that they good on a mental status. Okay, on mentally making sure they good. So that goes both ways with a man and a woman. I'm not just saying one or the other. I'm talking about either or, right? You have to get in that place though, where you make sure that everybody's good. It's not just all about making some damn money, right? Sometimes you gotta fix you. Sometimes you got see some people get caught up in that fixing, making money, money. That's all they think about. They don't think about nothing else. And they think, some people get so caught up in it that they feel like, oh, I'm making enough money. I could take a few hundreds and go out here and buy me, buy a woman and get her to do what I want her to do. Or I can go out here and I can, get a man and, make him do some of the things that I want him to do, or whatever. You know what I mean? Because you're so caught up in making money that you start using the money to get the things that you want to get. and not always in a good way. Okay. So, sometimes you need to pump your brakes and have a reflection moment. Do some reflecting on who you are and what you all about. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, because you want to make sure, because see, some people start making money and they forget who they really are. They forget, you know what I mean, to make sure that they keep their self intact, because they allow that money to start talking to them and telling them different things. Oh, now that you're making money, you could do this, you could do that. The devil get in. The devil get in. And the devil starts saying stuff to you and then have your mind wandering. The devil be telling you, man, you making all that money. You don't need to have a wife. You can get you, man, you could just go out there and get you a woman and, get her to please you or something. Go on about your business, get about $3, go on about your business. You ain't got to do it. You ain't got to, you know what I mean? The devil will get in there and start talking to you. And then you'll look up and you'll be doing stuff that you normally wouldn't have done. But now you're making the money, right? Now you're making the money. Now you're looking at things different. Okay. And let me tell you something. When you are successful, right? And some people may not want to say, they may not want to Michelle. Listen, when some people that may not want to admit it, but when you are starting off and you're becoming successful, right? You have to keep yourself intact. Okay, does that make sense? You have to keep yourself intact. And what I mean by that is that you need to keep yourself intact because you don't want to get out of play. You don't want to allow that money to start talking to you and the devil get up in your head and start saying different stuff to you that may sound good to you at first. Okay? No, you have to make sure that you stay connected to whatever your beliefs are. Like on my situation, I believe in the Most High. I believe in the Most High, yeah. And that's who I keep first. Okay. And that's who I go talk to when I'm confused and things is happening up here in my mind. Okay. I go and talk to my father. Okay. And that's just for me. I don't know what your beliefs are or whatever, but that's what I do. And so you have to do things to keep yourself in line. Okay. Because when some people start making money, that money start talking to you. Okay. And that money can change you. Money have changed people in so many ways. It really do. It really has. Money has changed people to be uh not so good people. They start off being good, but then when they start making the money, they change into somebody else. Okay. They do. They change it to somebody else. So that's something that you need to think about because you need to keep yourself, in line, in order. You know, that's something you do. You got to do. You got to keep yourself together and keep yourself in order. You can't let the money make you. You got to make the money, but you don't let the money make you and change you into somebody that you normally wouldn't be. But now you're making money. Now you have changed to be a monster. Does that make sense? I hope that y'all caught on to that. Okay. That's the thing. That's that thing we call life. Life, life. You know, it's okay to have fun and live your life. Okay. But do it in a healthy way. Do it in a healthy way. Make sure you are healthy. Make sure your inner self is healthy. Okay. Because when you make sure that your inner self is healthy, guess what? When you're out there and you're living your life and having fun, you will see that you're going to have healthy fun because that's who you are. That's your inner self. That's who you really are. You're a healthy person. You're a person with a good heart and your mindset is good. So when you're out there and you're making your money and you're being, and you're having fun, you still want to be healthy and doing and having healthy fun, right? Fun that's not going to harm anybody. fund that's going to help people along the way. You know what I mean? That type of fund. But you don't want to be out there having fun because now you're making money. You doing, doing things to people that's not right. You don't want to do that because that's going to come back to bite you. Or you'll look up one day and you'll be broke and you'll be wondering, how did I get here? How did I end up with no money? How did I end up broke? No, you ended up broke because you stepped outside of your boundaries. Because you started making that money, you stepped outside of your boundaries. And you allowed uh how can I put it? You allowed the money to get the best of you. And you started to see things. The devil was talking in your ear, and you decided to step outside with the devil. You decided, let me put it like this, you decided to dance with the devil. Okay? And when you decide to dance with the devil, don't nothing good come out of that. We already know. Nothing good comes out of that when you dance with the devil, right? And so, hey, so I'm just, putting this out there. It came to my heart, to my mind, and to my heart. And some said, at least talk about it. So I'm talking about it because you know what? A lot of people do. They start making the money and it changes who they really are and everything. And they end up doing things that if they hadn't had that money, they wouldn't have never did it. You see what I'm saying? They wouldn't have never did it. They wouldn't have never did it if you know, if they didn't have that money, they wouldn't have never did it. But because they got that money now, right? Now they got all kinds of things in their head. You see what I'm saying? And you have to watch the people that you surround yourself with too. Once you start making money, you gotta watch the people you surround yourself with because everybody that's making money is not good people, and that's just the truth. Everybody that's making money are not good people. That don't mean they're a good person because they making money. Okay. Some people start out good, but like I said, once they start making the money changes them. Always remember that. Once they start making the money changes them. And they don't stay the person that they were. Okay. Now I just wanted to touch on that today. It was on my heart and on my mind. I said, let me share this. Let me talk to y'all about this. Y'all tell me how y'all feel about it. I thought it was a very important topic. And you know, and I think touched on it very good. But y'all let me know. Because at the end of the day, it's all about y'all, what y'all think, Um, yeah. But I paused for a minute because I was thinking it was something else I wanted to touch. But I can't quite remember. Can't quite remember. So I love you guys. Thanks for tapping in. Please hit that like button. Please hit the like button. Okay. Share the video. If you don't do nothing else, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Okay. And I will see y'all on the next. Nope, I'm not gone yet. Don't forget. Don't forget. Y'all know what I'm going to say. Don't forget to repent and pray because you never know when it's your last day. Okay? Now, on that note, I'm gone. I'll see y'all on the next one. Hey, Terry, I'm getting ready to go. Go back and look at the replay. Very informative video. I think you'll enjoy it. It's not that long either. Go back and watch the replay. I'll be back on here later. So check for your notification and stuff. I'm getting ready to set it up in a few minutes. I will be back on here later because I didn't get a chance to do nothing yesterday because my grandchildren was over. Both of my grandkids was here, and I the oldest one is pretty good, but the youngest one, he's 2, and you gotta watch him. You know what I mean? You gotta be on him. So I didn't get a chance to drop no videos yesterday. So I'm trying to play makeup today. I'm trying to catch up. But yeah, a very informative video. I think you will like it. Whoever stopped and this is who will like that video. And it's like I say, it's not that long. I think it's about 30 minutes. Or no, not even 30 minutes. I think it's like 28 minutes or something like that. But check it out. And I'll be back on today. I will definitely be back on it. Matter of fact, in a couple of hours, I'll be back on. Okay. But thank you for stopping through. I'll see y'all on the next one. Make sure your notifications are on and y'all tapped in so you won't miss me.